thankful for waiting stories. Hold on to the lifetime we won't get back. I know these rivers carry on. People tend to stick to you after time. Places tend to do the same as we do. This river carries on and on.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Kankakee Podcast. I'm Jake Lamore. This is where we talk about and talk to the people and places of Kankakee County. And the two people we are introducing to you today, one of them I've known for maybe a few years now. The other one I just met today. So, that's totally cool. I'm always looking to meet new people. But we are welcoming Musa Man, a.k.a. Zion Ali, or Ali, excuse me. And so with your music, you go under the name Musa Man.
Yes,
but
sir.
you're also into acting as well in the Kankakee area, and you usually obviously go by Zion for that. So some people know you from one, some people know you from another.
I'm all around.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then Joe Martin.
Yes.
And Joe you're a friend of you can adjust the mic however,
Sorry,
however
I
comfortable.
don't.
No, it's cool.
To adjust to it.
Yeah, I'm just going to say.
Am I heard well?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah. I
okay.
mean, you can move that however, you see comfortable to where you're not like, way up here.
No,
down
it's
here.
fine.
So,
Yeah.
just adjust it to your height.
It's good. It's good.
But yeah, you're friends of Zion, but also you shot the latest music video too,
Yes,
right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I've been included as a cameraman for most of his music videos.
Well, welcome
Yeah,
to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Much obliged to be here.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so Musa Man
Yeah.
just dropped a brand new single. And what's cool about Musa Man is that you've had so much variety in your sound just from that first time. I guess we should go back to the first time we met.
Yeah.
So you were what, a junior, senior in high school? Probably a senior.
Yeah, I was probably most likely a senior, yeah.
Yeah, it was because it was right before COVID was just kicking in.
Most definitely.
And that you guys had to adjust your spring show to make it smaller, right? Is that what
we
happened?
it was a full show. And then we had to separate them into I'm really how many shows we did? Four shows?
No, we did 6.
We did six shows.
Yeah, because you only let in
Yeah.
what, 50 people or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Like there was only limited space, and then it was all with families. So
yeah.
you have to have a family right here, then a couple seats away, 6 feet.
Yeah, it was.
COVID was serious.
crazy.
It still is serious, but
Yeah. I guess that was only about a little over a year ago. 'Cause
Right.
That would have been March of 2020, I think,
right.
if I remember correctly. Or maybe it was, no, I feel like it was March.
Most definitely, I feel like it was in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when really we have our musicals.
Yeah.
Is in March, like March 15th, around my sister's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to think back on that time we met because I remember, so you came to the radio station, you and I think it was two other classmates?
It was Sarah and Allie.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a part of Once on This Island. That was the musical. That was my senior musical that we was all in.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of it and I couldn't remember. But
yeah,
I remember, Bass Jess and I doing this was for the Wake and Jake morning show and that was still happening, and we were talking about how don't be afraid of COVID, and then months and months later it just became so detrimental.
Oh yeah.
So it's
serious. People were so serious. And what was the situation with the toilet paper?
Well, everyone was.
I'm like,
well, everyone was panicking.
Yeah.
So,
but why specifically toilet? Do we need food to live?
Well, the food went too. There were things. I remember going grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And I just never knew if I was gonna find like butter, for instance. I remember having a hard time finding butter. I remember having to settle for like some fancy Irish butter to use.
Yeah, everybody in Kankakee used the same butter.
Right. Like literally it was like imported butter from Ireland, and that was like the only
option.
People tend to do the unthinkable when they fear.
Right. And that's why the toilet paper just poof.
Drastic situations call for drastic measures, apparently.
Yeah, but anyway. So, it was just so weird to think about at that time. We didn't realize like how big of a situation the whole COVID thing would become so many months later on.
For sure.
But anyway, so we first met then, and I remember as you guys were leaving the studio, you said like something to me like off to the side. You're like, hey, like, do you it's like I forget how you worded it. But it's like, do you play like local artists, or you like, do you play hip hop, rap, or something along those lines? And I was like, yeah, why? I was like, do you play? Do you write? Do you sing? And you're like, yeah. And then I forget.
It was Knick Knack Paddywhack.
Right. It was Knick Knack Paddywhack, and it really wasn't like, it might have been that day or the day after that you emailed it to me.
Yeah,
or something like that. So, but then eventually. I ended up having you on for another interview just for Musa Man, and then we played Knick Knack Paddywhack.
Yeah, that was a dope. That was a pleasure. Really appreciate you for that, man. It was dope.
Of course. So it's been a little over a year, and and like since then, like from Knick Knack Paddywhack, which is just like this fun, monotonous in a good way. Yeah, like hip hop song, and it's just like, it's so silly, but it's I don't know how to just like completely describe it, but it's just so different from all the other songs you've released. I feel like since the style is different, because now like with this most recent single, it's on more of like a pop realm, I would say. I don't know how you.
I would like. It's really hard to describe my music, because it's really like I was in the midst of making like just straight singing songs, but then I was like, it'd be dope if I just throw a rap verse on here and just see where it go. And I'm like, I already knew I wanted to rap fast on it, but I never rapped. Like I have fast rap songs. Like there was a time I was on 92.3 for what was it? Royalties.
A rap battle.
No, it was a Hot or Not, and that was the hottest song of the night.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was just that was like the only song. That was the only song that I really rapped fast on. But this song, I was like, I really want to put my efforts into it, and especially just the whole vibe. Like me, like my cousin Gabriel, I was in the midst of making the song, and I told him that I wanted to put a rap verse on it, like a fast rap verse on it, and it was just like. I guess like a couple months later, it was just there, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it right now, and I just really just sat in the studio for about an hour, and then boom, just finished the song.
Yeah, and it's so funny. Like let's say this is the first time someone hearing you with this new single. Yeah, I feel like they might not, unless you just like said so now. They might not even know that was you rapping, just because. Your rapping voice and your singing voice, they sound a lot different. So like I feel like if the person wasn't watching like the music video and they were just listening to the song, they would think it was another artist, because it usually is, right? Like they always pair a pop singer with a featuring a rapper. Like every single song I play on the radio is like that,
for sure.
But you're like, I'm gonna do my own,
for sure. Like that's why I have to. That's why I have to go. I just felt like I don't want to do what everybody's doing. I just like I know nobody in Kankakee has made a song like this. Just decided to, especially just in general, just wanted just singing, just really singing from the soul, and just like, I'm not saying there's no soulful singers in Kankakee. I'm just saying there's no like, nobody really just sung from the soul, and then just going to the second verse right there, just go ahead and rapping. Like everybody, like all the feedback I was getting was just like they loved the rap verse. That was just so unexpected and abrupt. I was like, that was my goal.
Yeah. No, it was unexpected, but it wasn't like off color to where it didn't still work for the song.
Yeah.
Like it still works so well.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like all of a sudden you just like totally went like gangsta rap on everybody.
No. I wanted it to be for everybody.
Yeah.
I wanted just and that's specifically why I posted it on July 1st at 12:00 a.m. because it was like the 4th of July is coming and this is a party song. I want everybody to feel good. I want everybody to stay positive. You know, put the guns down. This is a fun time. Embrace the fun. Embrace your family. You know, this is time to love. Love first. You know what I'm saying?
So is that what is the inspiration? What started the driving of the song? We talked about how you came up with the rap verse and the second verse, but like the core of this song, how did it start?
It was all about the feeling, you know? It was like I'm like, okay. It's just really like I don't know. It's just like whatever goes in my head and I feel like that would go with it, I just write it down. It's always a process with every single song. Sometimes I write a full song and I don't have to erase something. Sometimes I write a verse and then I erase half of the verse and I just complete half of the verse. Mm-hmm. It's really all about like I feel like I know what fits. At this point, I know what fits and I know what goes and I know what people want to hear. Because if I feel something when I'm listening to it, I know somebody else is going to feel something. And that's really what I want to do with my music. I want people to feel me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the love and positivity, especially with the music I'm coming out like. There's another music video I'm going to do in July 20 something. I'm not dropping it, but I'm recording it around that time, and it's just really about just having fun, you know, just embracing fun, I really feel like love is the base of everything positive. It doesn't matter if it's like if you're having a party, you know, if you're hanging out with your friend, if you're helping somebody, you know, just if you're doing something for yourself or if you're doing something for your house, like cleaning up or just like taking out the trash or something like that, or like helping an old lady cross the street or something like that, giving money to a homeless man, that's love, you know? And music, with me, that's love. I want people to feel where I'm coming from. Even if it's just like on a silly agenda, it's just, you know, it's just love, basic.
Yeah. No, and I love that you're pointing that out because we tend to put love in the box of romantic love all the time,
right?
You know? And there's so many different types of love, and you literally just kind of like summarized all of them.
Yeah,
just a second ago. You know, you're talking about because like you know a simple gesture of like just like opening the door for someone. Like,
yeah,
that is
love.
A form of love,
right?
Right. It's over very quickly.
Yeah,
and it's not like a big, like, it's not the most gigantic gesture in the world, but it's still
love.
Yeah,
Facts.
Exactly. So I like that. I guess sometimes I tend to forget those things, you know, and to hear someone, you know, like you remind me of those things right now is it's good, you know. Yeah. But I can feel that love energy going on right now, man.
For sure. That's all I'm trying to present. That's all I'm trying to present to the world is love, positivity, energy. Like with all, like I'm in harmony with all that be. You know, like I say that with my meditation, like I'm in harmony with all that be. Like to the smallest fruit fly, to the biggest elephant, to the biggest whale in the sea. Like I'm in harmony with all things. Like I don't like bees, but I'm just trying to stay. I'm really like, for real, I got stung by a bee when I was young and I'm all like, you know, every time I see a bee, I freak out. But it's just I'm just like, I'm in harmony with all things. I'm not going to, like the bee is minding his business, getting his pollen. It doesn't have nothing to do with me whatsoever.
Yeah, as long as it's not like, you know, getting
in my
up
face,
in
you know what I'm saying?
Getting up in your business, yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I hear you. So when you're writing a song, I mean, you must play some type of instrument, right? Or how do you write your melodies?
I start with the piano, like in like freshman year. I started with the piano. Actually, before freshman year. Actually, way before freshman year. Like it was just like in when I was young. Like my dad or whoever bought that big piano. I'm pretty sure it was my dad. It was just like a kid piano, and I would just play the notes. Like I would there was like one song, like a hip hop song. It was from Chicago. Probably none of you guys know it. It's a rock and a rollin' on and rolling. I was playing with it. I was playing it on the piano. It's just just using 2 keys, and I'm like, I like that. And then when I realized that you can legitimately play any instrument on the piano, it was over with. Like you can play a trumpet on there. Like it's all about the samples and everything. And then when I learned how to sample, it was just like a whole new different realm, you know. And that's how I started with music too. With my dad gave me, I forgot what it was called, like an MPC or it was like this thing Kanye West used when he started for samples. And then I started. Then he gave me a computer with some software on it. It was Reason. And then Reason is like, I really feel like if anybody want to start music, I feel like Reason is like the base of all the softwares.
Is that a recording software?
Yeah. Like,
I'm not familiar with that one. I mean, I'm not like a crazy recording guru or anything.
Oh, neither am I. It was just it was just something I was given to. And then when I started, I really made my first, not my first song, but my first beat as most artists in the industry, such as Kanye West, they always start making beats. And I really was in not really like hip hop beats, but like melodic beats, you know, like the same one that this is the Got Me in the Dream is about, like, and it just have something with piano or just something smooth R&B-ish or something like with soul, really. You know, like everything, like beforehand it started with Michael Jackson. Like Joe can tell you most definitely about like how I was always like in Kennedy, I would always do recital days for fine arts, because that's what me and Joe was in. We was in fine arts. And every month there would be an opportunity to get on stage. You only had to do it one time, but I did it every single time because I loved being on stage. That was my thing. I loved being on stage.
That's when I like first got.
That's when you guys first met.
Yeah, basically, around that time.
Okay.
Like my first impression of him, as I was saying to you earlier.
Yeah.
You know, he was performing up there with like 2 other guys reciting "What Did the Fox Say?" You know that.
Oh my gosh.
You know, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was.
What did the fox say?
Did the fox say?
Wow.
And you know.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I got that he was goofy.
How could I forget that? That was such a big sensation.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Hey Alexa, play "What's the Fox Say?" What does the fox say?
Yeah.
But you know, even back then, I had gotten the sense that he was passionate, you know, and he did it with love, and he did it with his heart, you know. So that's something that I admired.
Yeah.
You know?
What does the fox say? Zion Ali. That's what the fox says.
Yeah.
Or that's what the fox is saying.
Yes, it is.
Well, I was just thinking, so let's go back to, were you born and raised here in Kankakee?
Yeah, I was born
where's
and raised
your family
in Kankakee.
from? Okay.
My parents, my mom's from Chicago and my dad's from Kankakee. They just, just going back, they met at some type of, I hope they okay with me telling them this story, but they met at some type of club. My dad was with his boys, and then everybody was getting a number and something like that. And then Dad was all like, no, it's all me. And I'm telling you, my mom still to this day, she a dime, man. And he was just, it was all about. Really what caught Mom's attention was his word. He always kept his word. When he said he was going to pick her up, he picked her up. He picked her up, and just going on dates and such. Every relationship ain't perfect, but I got both of my parents in my house. And there's no situation, there's no problems. My sister graduated from KCC with a degree. She's at Millikan College with a full ride. She got a full ride. Wow. Congratulations to her.
That's expensive too.
Yeah,
that Millikan is not cheap.
Yeah, but
is she going for music? Or...
Musical theater.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Musical theater.
So it just like runs in the whole family.
Oh, most definitely.
Because that's where, when did you first start picking up on music? Was it when you started to get into theater? And if so, when was that?
It was actually like I said, when I started with the piano, and then my dad gave me the software Reason, and then he was going to give me everything that I have now. Like I have the software, what is it called? Ableton Live 10, and I have a mic, and I have like a just a normal piano, and that's what I make my beats on. And I love that too, because I can just go at any note. And if I want a hi-hat to sound a certain type of way, there's a multitude of hi-hats, there's a multitude of snares, there's a multitude of basses, there's a multitude of everything. And especially samples. I love messing with samples, but not all the time. I really love making music that came from the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But really getting into musicals, it was just my sister was in the musical. It wasn't really a musical. It was Emma the Pop. It was an Emma the Pop musical, but it was supposed to be like a play. Miss Benson was playing the piano. Miss Cassidy and Miss Kanak directed it. And I auditioned because my sister auditioned, and my parents was like, "Yeah, go ahead." I didn't want to sing. That wasn't my thing. Like, my parents knew like I had a voice. They were always, that type of, do that thing. Hey Zion, do that thing. You know what I'm saying? Do that
and
thing.
You're like,
you do.
No,
I don't want to do it. Exactly. But it's just, but it just came out, and I really appreciate Miss Cassidy for pushing me for the first time in Emma, because I really didn't want to sing. That wasn't the thing that I wanted to do. Neither was rapping, really. It was just like producing music was just a thing that I did as a hobby. I really was just figuring out myself. But after that, it was just really take off. I was like, okay, I'm on stage. The first time on Emma, it was rough, but then I came to the Wiz as the Tin Man, and then it just came off from there. Like, I was the voice of the plant in Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, that's a fun role.
Feed me Seymour. It was it, man. That was the easiest role. I didn't have to memorize my lines, but I did, and I memorized everybody else's lines as well. Like, I was like, one time it was just only me on stage, and it was just time to rehearse a song. I did everybody's line, and it was just Miss Cassidy was just cracking up because it was just mediocre.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I voiced the plant.
Really?
In Little Shop of Horrors in high school as well.
Awesome. Easiest role in the world, right?
I mean, I'm trying to remember if the director let me have the script even during like the actual performances. I'm trying to remember, and I think maybe I had it.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I do know, I don't know if it was dress rehearsal. I want to say it was dress rehearsal. The guy who played the doctor, the dentist.
Yeah.
He was sick.
Oh, yeah.
So I went in and I did his part.
Wow.
As best as I could.
Wow.
And the plant.
Wow.
And then also I was
So he was basically eating yourself.
I was. I'm trying to remember how that worked. But so I, like, for that dress rehearsal or whatever, I did 3 roles because I was also in the choir. Because the audience wouldn't, know what I look like because the plant,
sure.
you're chilling backstage and with a microphone, right?
Right.
So yeah, they had me be like a pimp or something in the choir. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, it was. And one thing, and what was also funny is my girls were like, they were like all related, which was weird.
Yeah.
They were like. I think they're all like cousins. Or something.
Wow! Oh man,
that's hilarious.
It was pretty funny, but that's besides the point. So that's so cool.
Yeah.
Now, like, when you first heard rap or hip hop, who was it, and where did you hear it from? Because like, are you the youngest? How many? You said you had a sister.
Oh yeah.
So
I have a. I'm not sure who's the oldest, but I'm pretty sure it's my sister, my big sister, Cadelia. Then is my brother Cherish, and then is my other brother Marshall / we call him Bantu. And then there's Raven, and then there's me. I'm like the litter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I gotcha. So like, did you pick up on it from like your parents or like?
Oh yeah, my father, man. He was like, he's dope. He still is dope. He just don't. He's like, when he has his moments where he, he masters my music as well.
Oh,
but
wow.
He and it took him a long time to get this like mastering chain down. So bravo to him.
So does he do his?
Oh no,
music?
he stopped. But he did. He was on radio shows. He did it. He did a intro for, I forgot what radio it was, but he did an intro. He also produced music for other people, and he had his own album. And yeah, just really just a well-known underground rapper and just a well-known great person. But
so that's where you really kind of picked up on it from.
yeah, like he
him.
really the one who uplifted me and just kept on pushing me to pursue the rap I was doing, you know. And like he would, like I'm saying, like he gave me as soon as he known actually it was on the tablet too, like GarageBand.
Yes.
That's when I would start making, like I would start putting, you know, melodic loops and such, and start making beats and such.
Yeah.
Then I would like try to remake songs out, like Can You Feel It from the Jacksons, or like Earth, Wind and Fire, September on the piano, and just actually try to make the whole beat, just hearing all the instruments and such. And still to this day, like I have an influence on like songs like that, you know? But like, I'm sorry, I just got lost. I just started randomly.
No, you're fine. So you're just talking about how your dad masters your music, and how he. So what was one of the things he taught you about rapping when, like, you first like look back or think back on those like first?
Really, I always thought I wouldn't say he taught me much about rapping, but I can tell you, like, he is a very, very gifted rapper. Like, he can freestyle, and that's one of the things that I can't do. I can write my tail off, like, for sure. I can write a whole song just like how I normally do, but like with freestyling, that's like, I'm getting better at it, you know. But just freestyling off the dome, like, he can do it at a drop of a dime, which is just like a marvelous talent. So as much as my cousin, like Laurel, LPXIV, he spits just drops freestyles, such as my cousin, like his brother, Cleveland. Like he also freestyles. He's Cleveland inspired Laurel to start rapping. And if you search, if anybody want to search him up, he's like I said, LPXIV. I have a song with him. It's okay. It's all right. But yeah, it was just really like, I don't know where I got. Oh yeah, when I started rapping, not gonna lie, it was from the Baby. I'm not gonna lie. It was just people say I sounded like the Baby when I started, and then just facts. I'm gonna just let it loose. Yeah, it was just that's why I really got my I wouldn't say I have it now, but when I started, yeah, that was the influence that I got it from. And just like his energy and such. And plus he did theater too. So that's when he like the videos, the concept videos, like Suge and what was it? I forgot. It was when he was in the desert or something like that. But everybody know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
I don't know all of his stuff. Like, literally most of the stuff I know is just the stuff I play on the air. So, but I could definitely hear the resemblance though.
Yeah.
Between you and DaBaby, I could.
Yeah.
I could pick up on that a little bit for sure. Totally. So you know you're currently in a show too, right?
Yeah.
Or Joe, are you in the show too?
No.
No. Okay, I wasn't sure.
No, it's just him. I think it's called Ghostlight.
Yeah, Ghostlight.
Yeah.
It's basically like a little Broadway review. They have there's songs, like the songs that I'm in is Go to Distance, from Hercules, and also I'm redoing Hairspray, like the song Without Love. I play Seaweed, of course, as I did in the musical.
Yeah.
And Sarah Lanew's in it. She's playing, Tracy. And it's really nice to see that happen again. And the last big song that the whole cast is doing is which is one of the hard. Like you remember doing one in Miss Cassidy's class for the Broadway review? To me, like, that was legitimately the hardest dance in the world. Just because I couldn't tap. It was just like Chris Tucker said, not Chris Tucker. Was it Chris Tucker? No, it was
Chris Rock?
No, wait, hold on. Oh, it was Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy said, it was just like how Eddie Murphy said he hated the moonwalk because he couldn't do it. I couldn't tap dance. Like, I hated the dance because I couldn't tap dance. So It was just like, but it's really going to be great, It's August. The show is August
6th.
Yeah, August 6th.
Starts August 6th. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
That'll be coming up soon. That'll be here. Yeah, we're in July now, so
yeah, everything's rolling.
Yeah, it really is. And speaking of dancing, like the choreography you did for "You Got Me in a Dream" is decent as well. Like it's very constructed. Like I know you're not like doing crazy tap dancing or doing a bunch of crazy flips or anything like that, but like I think it's done really well.
Oh, appreciate it.
So did you do that all yourself, or did you have help from Joe? Or
Joe recorded like the whole film. Like big bravo to Joe. Like he had his own. Yeah, give it up to him.
Thank you.
But like he had his own, like I was directing it, but he had his own intake on angles and such. But with the dance moves, it was just really all like how we felt, and just really the split is just my move. That's like one of the OG's moves. Like when I was in Hairspray, when I playing Seaweed, that was the move that I did. Smooth and slick split.
So what's the split?
It's just like how James Brown do the split. He kick his leg out, do the split, and get back up.
I wasn't sure if like you meant that as a split or if like a split was something
not
else.
like an actual full. No. I don't do enough yoga to do that.
I think about it all the time because I drive by the YMCA every morning. And they're always out under the trees by the Y doing yoga. And I'm like, man, I should really do that.
Yeah. It really helps. It really does help the soul. And it's all about your intent. If you're just trying to do yoga to have your body, just be more flexible, or you're just trying to have a spiritual relationship, it's best for either way.
Yeah.
It's all about what you are trying to do. I believe anybody can do anything. I most definitely, I'm a strong believer that we are not our bodies. We are not our minds, for we are just spirits. You know what I'm saying? We're just awareness. You know what I'm saying? So our minds are really just the factory of creation. Because, like, to be honest, if you think about it, if I told somebody, like, if I was like, let's say I'm a guy in like a 1200, let's say let's throw that a year, 1200 BC. I would
what are
say,
you wearing in 1200 BC? What's going on?
I'm wearing like some type of rough cloth. It's kind of itchy.
Really?
Like the what do they call that? The name escapes me now. Burlap, right?
Yeah, probably that.
Like like how potatoes used to come in a burlap bag. Or
yeah,
they still
wearing
do.
one of those. You know what I'm saying? And then I say, hey, it'd be dope if I like had a light switch on the wall and I just flicked it, and then like light came in the room. People would look at me crazy and then probably call me a goblin or a witch or something,
a warlock,
like that. A warlock, and just try to But I'm saying stuff like that. People will think you're crazy, but then a person did it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
People like you try to, like I'm saying, same year. What if I can make a piece of metal, bend it a certain way, and add all types of gigs and gadgets, and then we could fly over oceans? You will still think I'm crazy, but we're doing it right now.
That's true.
So
I
really believe anybody can do anything. And the reason why people the reason why people can't achieve things is because other people base their insecurities on the people that have dreams, and then they just dwell in on those other people's insecurities, and then they start believing that this is not possible. But you have to have faith in self, regardless of what everybody says. You know what I'm saying? People thought Einstein was crazy, but man, genius, dude. I'm like,
I'm with Zion. Like, belief is very powerful.
Yeah,
very powerful tool, and I also believe like the possibilities are endless. Like
they really are.
We're like I shared the same sentiment with him about like how we're just made of pure energy, made of pure soul.
Right.
We're always connected with our creator.
And we're not pushing any religion. If if there's any atheists out there,
a higher power.
But there's facts that anybody could do anything. Your mind is your factory. Even if you don't have a religion, your mind is your factory.
That's the message. You have the power to do anything.
Facts. Right. It just all depends on how your mind operates, how your thinking operates. If your mind is open enough to the possibilities, because as you know, and most everyone else knows, there's more than one way to accomplish something.
Right.
So it's just like having your mind open to that. Like it's so hard because it's like you map out a plan.
Right.
and then it doesn't work.
That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
that's what my
Doesn't
father
work.
told me. A
You know?
plan
Yeah.
can never fail. You can make tweaks to the plan, right?
Well, no, a plan can fail. That's what I was trying to say. Like a plan can fail, and that's why you have to be open to the plan changing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Like,
that's what I meant by
Yeah.
the tweak. The whole you
Yeah.
can make plan. You can change the way to get to the. You know, you can
Yes.
change your direction.
Yeah.
But we're still going to get to that destination, right?
It's the right. Yeah, exactly. Like it's being able to swap out something in the middle
Right.
of the journey for
Right.
Yeah,
different.
the middleman.
Yeah,
Right.
different
Yeah.
component. You know, it's
Right.
what's the I forgot the analogy I was going to use, but yeah, it's just being able to interchange
Yeah.
things that don't, always
Yeah.
work out. So,
For sure.
yeah, I guess like right now, okay, here's an example.
Yeah.
So, my you can hear my dog bark in almost every single episode of Kankakee Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you look up at my ceiling, you
Yeah.
see that I just have the acoustic panels. I don't actually have insulation, right?
Right.
So the plan is to have insulation there, but I don't have the money right now. So what am I going to do about getting my dog to be quiet? Well, I put him up at the top floor of the house.
Right.
And so far,
Silence.
so far, like I've heard him bark, but I don't think it's gonna bleed through
Yeah.
like it was before. So, like, I guess that's
Yeah.
I don't know
Make
if
an
that's
adjustment.
I don't know if that right making adjustments along the way. So,
Dope.
but one of these days I'll have enough money to put insulation.
Oh, for sure. I best believe. Best believe. Best believe.
So what's the plan for for Zion, for Musa Man? I guess that's one thing like we should touch on too, because I'm sure some people wondering
Yeah.
like where Musa Man comes from. I remember you told me where
Mhm.
Musa Man comes from, but I feel like we should explain that one again, just because I know like most people probably didn't hear that radio interview a year
Yeah.
ago.
Mansa Musa, King, King Musa or Emperor Musa. He's a sovereign from Mali. His riches was beyond. We're talking about beyond the richest man in the world right now. Like I think it was 4 billion, probably. But the reason it wasn't even like in no money. It was in bricks of gold, and he had camels. And this is facts. Like you can search this up in books, and you can really find stuff about Musa Man. There's videos on YouTube about Mansa Musa. He had like and he will always, sometimes he'll mess up the economy because he was just so generous to the people when he crossed through towns and such. And he would just, he didn't care about it. It wasn't even about that. But without what I was trying to turn around with Mansa Musa, I'm using music as my currency. Using music as my goal.
That's your goal, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Using music as my love. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, throwing money and being generous is a sign of love.
Yeah.
So my music, I am touching people's hearts. Everybody, there's always, my music is for the rich. My music is for the not so wealthy or not poor. You know what I'm saying?
It's for everybody.
Everybody, kids, adults, the elderly. I got a song for everybody, and that's facts. I'm
it's
going to
true.
touch everybody.
That's true. That's what I was saying. Like, it just in the last year or two, each like release you do, each song or EP you put out, it's all different. Like that Love EP you put out on Valentine's Day. Like that was different than, Got Me in a Dream.
Oh, yeah.
So
it was just like,
That was a good one.
I really was all like, people said they wanted me to sing. So I'm all like, okay, just came out with a whole singing EP. And then, I had my cousin, like I said, LPXIV on the last song. It's okay, it's all right. And that's what I wanted. I'm going to do a music video too for that.
Oh,
I think
cool.
it's like going to be like in August. So everybody who's listening, look in for that. But it was just like that last song, all the songs you can really feel, you can feel the emotion that I'm trying to touch somebody with, or touch people with. But the last song is really just supposed to be inspiring. It's okay. It's all right. That's legitimately the chorus. It's okay. It's all right. You know, I want people to keep going and striving for their dreams. It really hurts my heart to see people like, because I've asked certain people like, what do you want to do? They'd be like, nothing. Like they really just give up on life. I'm like, you have something. You do sports. You know, you do, you know, you draw. Why don't you just pursue that? They didn't say it's not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? What they said that's not going to be good. Did you say it was going to be good? Why don't you not? Why are you letting their insecurities manage your life? You know, you should believe in yourself. Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what everything. Self-love is always essential because you can't love nobody. You can't give love to nobody if you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so much hate in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's not a lot of people opening doors or just people just with bad attitudes because they're having a problem with self. Now, if they embrace their self, and also in certain situations, I can get that people will come at you with hate, but hurt people, and that's facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they, you know what I'm saying, somebody's going through something and they just, you know, you just so happen to be there at that time to receive that hurt. But I really do believe if you just continuously have that love thumbprint and just have the understanding that, oh, this person's just hurting, you will have more than less of a retaliation or just a comeback or just like a comment, you know what I'm saying, like in an argument or dispute, you know. Like for instance, if you was going to talk back to your parents or something like that, if you're going to talk back to your, or you're going to get in an argument with a friend, you know what I'm saying? That
Do you
friend,
guys get into arguments?
Oh no, we don't get in arguments at all.
It's no, we don't. It's pretty much non-existent. I mean, I think we're both pretty mature.
Yeah,
you know, especially for our ages, and you know, whatever disagreement we do come on, we always express it with grace and compassion, you know, because, you know, we understand that we
Facts.
understand each other.
Facts.
And that's all that matters, you know. So,
facts.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
That's why you're working together.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why most definitely that's why I wanted to work with Joe, because I know Joe got a cinematic eye, and that I really like. I'm in harmony with Joe. You know, I'm in harmony with my friend Isaiah Selvey. You know, that's why I had him in the video. I love his energy. It's really all about the energy. That's specifically why I didn't want a bunch of people just in my video doing everything, because, you know, everybody can come there, but, you know what I'm saying, anybody can come to a music video, but I'm saying if you're not getting paid, there's no like passion behind it, or if you don't have no passion behind it, period, you're just you might just goof off or just you're not paying attention to the vision or paying attention to the goal. But as you can see, when you watch the video, our energy is all the way up.
yes.
We're all in chemistry with each other.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're all in harmony with each other, and that's facts. That's what I'm saying. When people watch this, you see us do that little foot dance. I'm like, every time I look at the video, I'm like, I want to do the little foot dance too. Let me just bust out the dance real quick.
I was thinking the same thing. It like made me want to dance too, or like tap my foot or my hand, because there's shots of that.
Right.
But you know, that was really well done.
Yeah.
Joe, I was gonna say, like,
marvelous, Joe.
all the shots were really great.
Marvelous.
You know, I had to give credit to the director. You know, I was like I said, I was just there to get some input or like share an idea with him, but he sailed the boat, you know, on that one. So
how did the idea start for this video? How did you start thinking, like, okay, well, what are we gonna do for this video? Where's the scene gonna be? And just for if you haven't seen the video yet, it's all mainly shot, or is it all shot in downtown Kankakee, right? Yeah. Which was awesome. I loved how you used some of the murals that are around. And
except one shot. It was supposed to be my idea was for one scene to be on the Ferris wheel for the carnival, but we came late And like, as you've seen probably in the trailer, like they almost called the police on us. We were just trying to I'm saying, we wasn't even on nothing. Like the first thing that person said was, we're going to call the police. I'm like, we're not even, we can leave right now. There ain't no issue. And I'm like, we just took off, but we still got some footage there and I used it in the video. I wanted to use Kankakee because I wanted to show Kankakee is not a bad place. Yeah. I really, like I said, hurt people. You know what I'm saying? With the gun violence, I feel like this person hurt this person hurt my family member, so I got to come back and, you know what I'm saying? And now we just have two people hurting each other. You know what I'm saying?
It's senseless.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not just that. That's just in a section.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's people over here. There's people over here doing nice things. There's people making music videos about this. You know what I'm saying? There's people with people like black-owned businesses in Kankakee. You know, it's just all about what you put in. You know what I'm saying? And people in the label that we have, I really feel like people always engage on negativity. Always. And I don't know why. I'm like, why don't you just say something? I'm saying the news about Kankakee High School with the fighting. Why don't you say something about the drama department? Oh, the drama department had a marvelous job. Why don't you put that on the news? Did a marvelous job doing this show. The basketball team won. Why don't you put this on the news? Why you have to engage on negativity? I'm saying, like, I understand that people like engage on emotion when it comes to posting, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody posted a cute puppy, people be like, "Oh, that's cute." Leave all types of hearts. "Oh, this person died. Oh, that's sad." You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, why don't you just embrace the positivity? You know, why we always have to go on the negative side? Why can't we just I'm saying love? You know what I'm saying? Because if we all do this if we all just embrace the love, everybody's gonna eat.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna eat.
I agree. That's why, especially on social media, 9 times out of 10, you will never see me post something negative or complaining about, this guy was, riding really close to my bumper.
Yeah.
Like you're never gonna hear me or you're never gonna see me post anything like that on social media because it just
in the fights
it spreads like wildfire.
And it's just people getting hurt. I don't like seeing. I understand there's some humor in somebody, you know what I'm saying, doing something foolish, but I forgot. There's this one person. I forgot what his name is, but he said, "Don't laugh, learn."
Oh, I don't know who said that one, but that's a good one.
And I know a bunch of people know who he is. But he said, "Don't laugh, learn." You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want. Sometimes I don't want to learn. You know, I don't want to laugh either. I just don't want to see it. You know, I don't want to see nobody getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Getting into a fight. You know what I'm saying? Or doing something stupid and ending up in hurt. I seen somebody driving their car and they was doing something stupid and then they end up hurting themselves and then people just thought it was funny. I'm like, that's not funny. That man's probably in the hospital. Mm-hmm. You know, he has a family. He probably has a family. He probably has a kid. Yeah, he has to take care of. But now they got to focus on how we're going to pay this hospital bill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just indulging on negativity is you get what you put in. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Joe, you had something to say about that?
No, definitely. Oh, no, it's basically, it's continue. It's all about cycle.
Facts.
You know, it like the energy, whatever energy you give out is what energy is coming to you. You know, that's the energy that's going to attract to you, and
Facts.
that's going to pull.
You are who you attract.
And I think also, you know. I think with a negativity, it's so easy to, you know, to point fingers at people and laugh at their misery or at their guilt at stuff and be like, I'm not him or I'm not her, you know, but rather, you know, like it's more easier than just working through the motions and being like, okay, like I need to understand you. And that takes work. And I need to reach a point to where we can come to an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, that's why, you know, it's basically just, you know, what you want in this world Is based on how you
react.
It's based on your energy.
Yeah, I feel like
life is all about reacting to your actions. You have to have some sort of accountability for how you react and how you approach to that's energy around you.
I completely agree. I've been learning more and more over the years. It's more about reaction, how you react to something than over anything else. You know, especially when someone does something bad to you. It's like you want to instantly react with that hate, right?
No. Yeah.
And then,
But let me understand you for a second let me take a second back before I, you know what? I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? But let me take a second and just realize where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Who your parents are. How was your childhood? You know what I'm saying? Before I come out with outbursts. How was your day? You know what I'm saying? What happened today? You know what I'm saying? Before I come out with some type of outburst or reaction, you're obviously angry for a reason. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying if you put love before everything you do, facts. If you put love before everything you do, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be. You're not going to get that back. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you understand.
Exactly.
Well, that's why you have to take the time to stop and think before you react.
It takes work to do that, right?
Yeah, it does. Exactly. And like you nailed it on the head, Zion, with thinking about, okay, well, what are their parents like, or how are they raised, or all that stuff. Like, because it kind of adds things up and gives you understanding, and then you can figure out how to.
Especially, I'm like,
react.
if you think about insecurities. You know what I'm saying? If you never got told that you're, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, if a little girl never got told that she's beautiful by her mom, and she's always getting picked on, why do you think? I'm saying, like, with girls on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I see girls always posting, not their bodies, but like when they post, they scribble out their face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, it's just those little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, woman, tell your daughters they're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Tell your sons they're kings. You know what I'm saying? Just embrace them while they're young, because what you're telling them now, it's a part of their paradigm. You know what I'm saying? They're going to intake everything. When they're young, when they're like 4 years old, they're watching everything that you do. And it's stupid that you think that I'm not supposed to do what you do. That you think I'm not going to do what you do. Why are you cussing? Do I have a mouth like that? Yes, you do. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm your mom. But I'm saying, I'm not saying not my mom, of course. My mom raised me like I always say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, yes, sir, no, sir. Yeah. But it was just like, it's really what that is. You can't expect your child to react a certain way that's not you, and then like be upset with their actions, because I'm saying they're watching you. They're watching you all the time. They're intaking all their atmosphere and how, everything. And you wonder why, and people wonder why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when people have different things or different habits, and they're just okay with it. Like some people might find this thing, I'm saying, well, even food habits, like with things that they eat. You know what I'm saying? People probably think that okra is gross. You know what I'm saying? But what if they grew up off of okra? Like that was the main thing that their mom made. Yeah. Or their mom liked okra. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I'm saying with my father. He made music. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my father is my favorite. My father's my favorite rapper. Facts. This is like he was like most definitely the biggest influence of me. Doing music, most definitely. But it was just like that's in the whole example of like me watching something as a child and then becoming this. So what I'm saying, like, I'm saying, I think it is ludicrous to think that your child is not going to do what you do.
Oh, they absolutely do. Believe me, as a father of a 4-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
I can totally, and actually just thinking back on my own mother and father, I do things that I saw them do as a kid, So, yeah, it's amazing how you pick up on those things unintentionally, by the way. It just happens.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, it's part of the paradigm. It's part of your paradigm.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm sorry to interrupt. Like to add on to that, like I think every adult always still has that inner child in them.
Yeah.
You can you can see you can start to see shatters of that inner child if they haven't healed or haven't resolved, their feelings or emotions or events of that sort from, 20, 30 years ago. And, you can see that manifest into other actions of themselves. So I think it's just all about, just healing your inner child,
Facts.
So
parenting tips with Musa Man and Joe. You heard it here first.
We're not licensed.
no, not licensed parents.
There's just going to be this very fast disclaimer at the end. We are not licensed therapists. Oh man, good times.
Viewer discretion is advised.
There you go. Viewer discretion is advised. Hide your kids. So. I do want to play Got Me in a Dream if you're cool with that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
But before we play that and, close things out with the song, where can people find Musa Man or you online?
I suggest most definitely you go to my YouTube channel. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at 656 subscribers and growing. Like every day, we're just 200 views on the music video or 300 views. Like I think we're at 700 views right now, and it's only been a day, So I really know that this song is touching people and it's touching people in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Just embracing the love and the positivity. And like I said, I wanted this music video. That's what I'm saying. That's why I had the Kankakee, Illinois right there.
Yes.
To show this is what we're doing. We're showing positivity. This is not we're not violent. You know what I'm saying? We're not these beasts that you think that we are, just hurting each other and just going along our way and just, you know what I'm saying? There's really, you can't really label nobody, and that's not nobody's job to judge anybody whatsoever. It's that's what I'm saying. Like with everything, and when you just take in or just reply to something that has nothing to do with you, what do you think that person is doing? Sitting down, drinking their tea, living their life, and you're just over there embracing all that negativity. You're probably insecure about yourself. You probably have any thoughts about yourself.
Yeah.
So
right. I know that's what I think too. When it's like, well, it doesn't. Why should it? It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't affect me. Like
exactly.
My
if it doesn't affect you, what is your issue, dog?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. It doesn't make sense. It's just like I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing, and we can live together in harmony. It's like as long as you're not hurting anybody.
Facts.
Why does it matter?
Exactly. Do your thing, dog.
But yeah, so YouTube, and then your Instagram is...
Oh yeah, my Instagram, I think I just reached 4,000 followers on Instagram. It's Musa Man 1_. You want to follow me on Twitter, it is Musa Man the GOAT. And if you want to follow me on TikTok, I got 24,000 followers on there. It's just, I think it's Musa Man the GOAT as well. So yeah, those are all my, but specifically, I would love for everybody to go to my YouTube channel because that's where all my content is coming from. You know, that's the base of my content. That's where you can view anything, view any YouTube videos and music videos and such. That's all my content on there.
Okay, and I know you're on Spotify too.
I'm on Spotify.
Is the latest single on there?
Yeah,
it's
on Spotify. You can spot it on. You can. It's everywhere. You can find it on iTunes, Deezer,
Is Tidal still a thing?
I think so. It's on Tidal for sure too.
I was just thinking about that the other day, like, because I know I think Twitter bought it or someone? No, was it Twitter? I don't know. Someone bought it from. Was it Jay-Z that started that? Right.
I think so.
Yeah, someone
possibly. Yeah,
yeah. But I just never hear anyone talk about it, like anyone actually using Tidal.
For sure.
But I think it's still a thing. But anyway, and then Joe Martin, great to meet you as well.
Great to meet you, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Joe is coming out with Joe, you tell him about it.
Coming out.
Joe,
you're doing it right now.
You plug yourself, man.
Joe, this is your bro. Go ahead.
You got something cooking? What's going on?
Okay. Well, me and Zion are cooking up a short film called Doug.
Called Doug?
Yes, called Doug. I'm just leave it at that, but it's currently in development, and I me and him are very passionate about it and very excited about.
Yeah, it's a
what we're
horror
gonna
film, man.
Bring
A
into
horror
to
film.
the table.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
I scare easy, so.
I'm scared. So I don't want to catch you in the alley, Jake. Oh my God.
I will probably have to change my pants because I'll probably have soiled myself, honestly.
Let's just say it'll be very disturbing. It'll be very disturbing. But
All right.
yep, that's
Well, that's
all I'll give
cool.
out. So
Yeah.
yeah. But
That's what I love about you, Zion. You're doing so many different artistic things.
Yeah.
You know, it's really cool. Really cool to see. So
Appreciate it, man.
yeah.
all right. Well,
And this Kankakee Podcast, man, it's really been an immense pleasure being a part of this. And just like you're just opening up an opportunity for young artists to come on this platform, or young entrepreneurs, or just somebody's doing something positive and just opening this space, you know, for exposure. That was a marvelous idea, Jake.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank
It's
you.
up to
Yeah, I wanted this podcast to be for everybody. You know,
For sure.
well, everybody in Kankakee County at least.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just wanted it to be kind of an open
For sure.
platform, open discussion.
Yeah.
You know. So, well,
It's been a
thank you.
pleasure.
That's very kind of you to say. So I appreciate that.
Much obliged.
So it was great meeting you guys.
Likewise.
And the song we've been talking about for an hour,
Yeah.
it's Got Me in a Dream.
I don't care, there's no tomorrow. As long as today you say your mind. When I'm with you, it's like I'm almost ecstasy now. You got me on a ride. You got me in a
Don't know where we're going, baby. Tell me where you wanna go, baby. Do you wanna go to the moon? No. Sure they wanna see the universe. Sure they wanna be a superstar. You a cool bro. I'ma chillin' me the cool guy. Big heart like a U-Haul. And my money big is too tall. My guy, he too boss. He got me too soft. Think he knew no. He just got a new swag. He just got a new drip. He just got a new bag. It's time for a new tag. Come share this. No comparison. I've been looking at you. I've been glancing. Like a mirror. Gon' get the romancing. Who's so handsome? Come and dance with me. You got me in a dream. Where we're dancing for eternity. 'Cause you got me in a dream. Where we're dancing for eternity.
Musa Man with Got Me in a Dream here on Kankakee Podcast. Thank you once again to Musa Man, Zion Ali, and it was great meeting Joe Martin as well. Thank you to them for being guests on this week's episode. And make sure you check out the music video we were talking about for Got Me in a Dream, on YouTube. It's really well done, and it shows some really cool shots of downtown Kankakee, which I absolutely loved. So that's it for this episode. I'm Jake Lamore. Thank you so much for downloading this podcast and being here with us. Make sure you catch up on previous episodes if you haven't done so already. This is the 9th episode, so there's 8 other episodes you can check out if you haven't done so already. You can do that at kankakeepodcast.com or wherever it is that you get podcasts. But you should also go to our website so you can sign up for our mailing list as well, because every Monday when we release a new episode, I send you an email right to your email account saying, hey, there's a new episode, check it out. So you can subscribe to our mailing list at kankakeepodcast.com, and also follow us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is at Kankakee Podcast. Take care and talk to you next week.
People tend to stick to you.